Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So I'm out here in my little shop. It's a room inside of the garage that I built several years ago for reselling. We used to call it my eBay room. I don't know what size it is. It's not very big. And this is where I listed everything and I took photos and packaged everything up. But I've been using it lately as a little workshop because it's easier to heat than the whole garage, and it's just a cool little hangout room also. um, I got the heater right here. It's right by me. Electric heater. It's going to kick on in a minute. I do have it up to about 69 degrees, so it's not too bad. But this video, I want to talk about coming home from the hospital after open heart surgery. And let me tell you, that was rough. Coming home after having surgery, spending 5 days in the hospital, coming home was way harder than I thought it was going to be. It was rough. So my last day in the hospital, day 5, they said I was going home. Waited and waited, had to wait. They take forever to release you. Getting pretty anxious to get the heck out of there. So, get released. They let my wife push me down to the door downstairs. She went to get the car and everything, and I got in the car, and not easy getting in the car. We have a Chevy Impala, and I had a seat all the way back and everything, but it was difficult to sit down and get in the car. And, kind of leaning back. I got a seatbelt pad on, and I had a chest pillow. I put that underneath the seatbelt and got myself kind of comfortable, and off we went, heading home, which is about 45-minute drive, give or take. Let me tell you, that 45 minutes felt like 4.5 hours. The longer we went, the movement, swaying back and forth, braking, gas in it, that was just killing me. That was just taking everything out of me. And finally got home. Took me a while to get out of the car. It was hard to stand up. I get my feet out, and I got the pillow, and I'm hugging it like this to keep my rib cage together, basically. Get out. Wife helps me get in the house. Well, first she went in the house, got the dogs out of the way, because they're gonna freak out when they see me after 5 days. And get in my chair, my recliner, old beat up recliner. Got a blanket, I got my pillow. I have a walker, okay? It was my wife's uncle had this walker. It was in the garage, so I had gotten that out. Got it cleaned up beforehand, and I was using it as a blockade, kind of fence around me so the dogs didn't hit me. Now, one dog is small, but she jumps up on you, so I didn't want her jumping on me. The other dog, small Cocker Spaniel, he's not going to jump on me, but he's okay. My daughter's dog is a Great Dane, Great Pyrenees mix. It's pretty big, pretty rambunctious. So I was afraid of this dog jumping on me, doing something. But they were actually pretty good. So that was the first big thing, I was worried about coming home, was those dogs attacking me, but they were good. Sitting there, just got home. I am worn out, right? and I don't know, kind of getting situated. I got my stuff all right here, my medicines and everything. I got my little table, got my phone, my headphones, got my feet up, and I'm okay. But, well, you can't do anything. Couldn't get out of that chair. Getting out of that chair was so hard to go to the bathroom or do anything. Yeah. It was so hard to get out of the chair that I didn't even want to lay down in bed. I did not go to the bedroom for probably 2 weeks. For like 2 weeks, I slept in that chair, kind of upright, my feet down, which they wanted me to keep my feet up because my legs would swell up. So every once in a while, I'd put my feet up, and yeah, it was not easy. I was moving around, feeling better in the hospital than I did when I got home. I can't tell you how difficult it is. And my wife was there taking care of me, doing anything I needed, adjusting pillow behind my back, getting me a drink, whatever, right? She just did everything she could. My youngest daughter, which is not a kid, but my youngest daughter, she was there to help. So I had someone to help, okay? 24/7. It was summertime. They're both teachers. They're both off for the summer. So I had someone. If I did not have someone there, I don't know how I would have made it. I don't know how anyone could do it if they didn't have someone there to take care of them. Yeah, just it was day after day of not being able to get up easy, move around. Had to take a shower every day, make sure everything was clean, and that was like running a marathon every time. It just took forever. Couldn't dress myself. Wife had to help me. I couldn't dry my back or anything. She had to help. So I can't say enough about everything she did for me. And it got to her a little bit. Every now and then we got snappy with each other, but it was a lot on her too. So it's very understandable. But yeah, I can't tell you. It was a couple weeks, and it just so happened that the Olympics were on. So I wasn't sleeping hardly at all. I'd be up half the night watching the Olympics. So, thank God they were on, give me something to watch. But eventually, first couple of days, it almost felt like I was getting worse, okay? And it really messes with your mind. I got really down about it. There was times where I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst thing anyone could ever do. It would have been so much easier if I just died on the operating table. You know what I mean? It'd been over and done with. I wouldn't be dealing with this. She wouldn't have to deal with me. None of this. But, you get out of that funk after a short while. And after, I don't know, it's hard to remember. After several days, started feeling a little better. Figured out how to get up out of the chair. You have to hug the pillow, kind of get to the edge of the seat. You kind of got to squirm up. Then you got to kind of rock yourself up. And once I got that under control, and I could do that, get up, go to the bathroom when I had to, because I'm on diuretics, Gotta go, you gotta go. You're not going to wait too long, you know. Kind of emergency situation sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I slept in that chair probably a good 2 to 3 weeks, I want to say. Then I finally went into the bedroom, tried to lay down, and I didn't like that to start with. I kind of propped myself, you know, pillows behind me against the wall, kind of slept sitting up again. I was doing that before when I was having congenital heart failure. I couldn't lay down, I had to sleep sitting up. So I kind of went back to that method for a while, and it worked. And finally, I got that wedge pillow. I put that down, and I laid back, but I was elevated. My head was still up, and I could handle that. Now, I've never been a back sleeper. Beforehand, I could not sleep on my back. If I was dead tired, I wouldn't be able to sleep on my back. Let me tell you, I learned to sleep on my back, and I still do. And but finally, I slept in bed. Boy, that was the best feeling. It was short-lived. I mean, I didn't sleep for very long, but it's like, hey, I fell asleep in bed, and I don't feel that bad. It feels good to lay out, stretch out, and get comfortable. But boy, it was hard to get out of bed. You gotta do all kinds of gymnastics to get out. You gotta get over on the edge of the bed. As you swing your legs off, you kind of like propel yourself up, and then you do the whole kind of rock forward to stand up. It was not easy. I'm telling you, I mean, there was some real low points at the beginning of being home. And I don't know, it's just you're home, you're helpless. I felt better when I left the hospital than I did when I got home. And you just gotta deal with it. You just gotta keep pushing along. Eventually, every day you start feeling a little better. And then all of a sudden you have a really good day. And then the next day you feel pretty good and you overdo it. You do too much and it wipes you out for a day or two. And that's still the case. I have good days and bad days still, almost 6 months later. On a real good day, you know, I do just about anything I want. No issues. And then all of a sudden the next day it's like I am dead tired. My chest muscles hurt and all this stuff. But every day gets better. You'll get better. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about coming home. It was rough in the beginning. It was probably the worst time period of my life, physically, you know, mentally, on myself. I've had worse times, you know, losing family members and stuff like that, but this is probably the worst thing I ever had to do. And each day, you just keep plugging, and each day is a little better, a little better, a little better. And then all of a sudden, hey, I'm starting to feel pretty good finally. And yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say. You know, I did everything they told me to. I used that spirometer. I kept track of my blood pressures and my blood pressure, my oxygen level, my heart rate, my glucose. Watched what I ate still. So I lost a lot of weight. Actually, I lost weight leading up to surgery. And then when I got home from the hospital, I had gained, I don't know, 10, 12 pounds. And I continued, and I probably gained another 6 or 8 pounds on top of that. But a lot of that was still fluid, fluid retention and not doing anything but sitting there. So I eventually, started losing that. But well, I'll go on a little bit about later on in the next video, and then that'll probably be it for the series. But I'm just here to tell you, you're gonna have open heart surgery. When you come home, it's a whole different story. It's different. It's gonna be rough. You better have things ready, things set up for you, like I did. I planned everything to begin with. Had someone there to help you. My wife helped me with everything, every minute of the day. Yeah, she got a little overwhelmed a couple times and stuff, and of course I was overwhelmed, so I didn't make things easier on her sometimes. I was quite a SOB, which I can be on a regular day, but yeah, I was pretty much an SOB sometimes. And another thing is, man, let me tell you, you get emotional. I've mentioned this. You'll start crying at anything. The Olympics had me crying every night because either they won and I'm happy for them, or they failed and they blew it, and it was terrible. It felt bad for them. So yeah, you get pretty emotional afterwards too. That's something I wasn't expecting. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video. I hope someone sees this and it helps them get ready or make it through their having open heart surgery and all that. But do what you usually do. What I usually ask. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. Just a simple like. Keep pushing the video out, and maybe it'll help someone. I don't know. Maybe not. But I guess that'll do it for this video. So until next one, bye.